This is super embarrassing. That's not happened before.
Yeah, last time we played a whole game of D&D.
That was like, what, 5
we rolled
minutes?
it.
10 minutes?
Yeah, sorry. Chris.
We haven't done... What's one that we're not going to lose on? Here, let's go wire. We'll probably lose on that one, but at least there's a camping spot.
Alright. But yeah,
Did I see...
Bugger, I think it's pronounced, is a very popular anime. It's also a very, 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 very weird one.
Yeah.
There's actually...
I am kind of entertained by that sort of thing.
There's actually 2 seasons of it and a bunch of webisodes as well.
Webisodes.
Like, one girl's transformation is that she turns into a nymphomaniac cat that if you sleep with, you die.
What do you mean? How do you sleep with... What? Like an actual, like, cat or an anthro cat?
Anthro.
She gets cat ears and starts saying meow and shit.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, it would be kind of funnier if she just turned into, like, a house cat. And, like, if you slept with this house cat, then it was game over for you.
Weird.
Because it's like, really, if you try to fuck a cat, you probably deserve whatever happens to you. Because there's no way that's consensual.
Yeah.
And
just
like
no.
The series doesn't really have that main path. It's just a bunch of stories about what's going on in the world, like how we're being cursed by these things and being
down
having it
the
solved.
hill.
There's no actual linear storytelling.
Ow.
Huh. Anime's pretty
And, like,
weird.
And each part
Well,
has
I mean,
its own
that's like saying movies are pretty weird. I'm not so
Or
certain that it's tricky, you know, when something can be a genre and a medium. Oh, here we go. Get to the courtyard.
But yes,
So this
for as weird as it is, it's very good anime and it's very hilarious.
Oh, I bet. I haven't watched anything new in a long time. The last thing I saw was...
Me neither.
I think it was Paradise Kiss, which is actually... Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's an anime. It's about fashion designers. Which is about the most uninteresting thing I could think of. But...
Yeah.
It's awesome!
Well, there's a simple rule for anime I've discovered. Which is, it's just like with Rule 34. It does exist.
Yeah, I was so certain that I was not going to be in any way interested in this, and I watched it and I was like, wow, this is actually just really good and very pretty. And
there's another one like that called Princess Jellyfish.
Oh yes, I remember that.
I love Princess Jellyfish. It was cute.
It has a weird end though.
It does. It feels like
it's very incomplete.
Solve anything at the end.
There's some new one that's like a deconstruction of the magical girl meme.
Madoka
What's it called? Madoka, yeah.
Madoka Magica.
I saw a little bit of it. I only saw a little bit. And I was like, "Holy shit, this is intense!"
It's actually a really good series.
The first 2 episodes are really just standard magical girl stuff. Then you hit episode 3 and
it's like
I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, no, I got the spoilers, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Wait, where are we?
Madoka is one of my favorite animes ever because it's so.
It's been a long time
so
since I watched anything.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's like, well, because I think I got put off for a while there because of the sort of influx of just everything, which wasn't very very good at all. So it sort of put me off.
What, the mid-2000s overflow of crappy shows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they found out that there was a market for it, and so they released everything. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, that, you know, I got into anime back when it was tape swapping.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, people would bring back... Like, I'm sure Ken was, you know, into that as well.
Yes,
just people bringing back actual VHS copies from Japan, and people were like, whoa, look at this amazing thing. And that's because they only brought back the good stuff.
Strangely
and then
enough,
the rest of
Right,
it
they
came
bring
out. It's
back
like, oh wait, this is just as good. Basically the same as.
They
When I was
back
in,
stuff
well, not the
with
same.
series.
when I was in
And-
high school,
JRPGs used to be the same way. Like,
Yeah.
we only
What was
got
that?
the really good ones, and then... JRPGs used to be pretty much the same way. We only got the good ones, and then they started bringing over everything.
Yep.
What were you saying, Kenda?
when I was in high school, we actually used to drive down to Tucson, because I'm only about an hour and a half away from there. Because there was actually a group who got together about once a month, and they would show the fan sub versions on like Class B, Class C tapes in an auditorium.
Okay, so hands up, who was at any point in their life part of an anime club or attended an anime club?
Yes.
I realize that this
Me.
exercise is futile because you can't see any of our hands.
Raise your
yeah,
raise your knife.
This is so stupid.
Our literary club in high school was basically just, anime with occasionally people telling the stories they wrote.
So it was a fanfic group.
That's interesting.
No, they didn't do fanfics. It was good stories, but the rest of the club would be just, anime stuff.
This is like people writing their own stories?
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. Our anime club was at UVic, I think, and there were some half decent things we saw, but it was also just like back in the day, and well, this is still kind of true. And I'm really groping for the words to make this not offensive, but anime can attract a certain type of person who has a particular form of exuberance that is maybe not necessarily in keeping with what's appropriate. This is
That was a great way of putting it.
yeah, but it's. I mean, I did my episode on fandom and said that it's not necessarily an anime problem, but it's just like people who are into that can sometimes be associated with certain things. I don't know. It's very difficult to not make stereotypes because sometimes they're accurate.
Yeah, stereotypes are accurate. There's a reason.
Which I guess makes me kind of a hypocrite.
Makes
But
you a hippie?
anyway, yeah, I'm a hippie.
Look, patriarch.
Where the hell is everything?
Right?
But anyway, yeah, there was some cool stuff, but
LCD
I think
variety.
it kind of just devolved into drama. And we're just like, yeah, we're actually just super uncomfortable around here. Oh man, there's like a painting here. Or no, like, oh, it's all just like
look at all
scans.
It's
Need
excellent.
more
Look at all
clones.
this dead radiation. There's literally.
We should
right
probably get
here,
upstairs,
there's nothing
considering
but
we have
extra.
5 seconds to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost.
Uh-oh. Oh,
I
we're all
found
gonna
you.
die.
I found
Well,
it.
as long as we have 2 sets of games where we almost get killed.
This is the one.
No dying this time. We got this.
Oh, Jesus, I can't see anything. Okay, we're in the bunker.
Whoa.
So we just gotta get to the
Ouch.
roof. I am lagging.
The problem with the map is that it is very red.
Oh, I'm blind.
Nope.
Oh no.
So, Ken,
Ow!
what was the first anime you ever saw? Or can remember seeing?
I know what mine is.
The
I started with Gun.
Well, that can go.
the first that I could ever actually recall would have been the original Go Lion. It wasn't actually. I did not see Voltron originally. I actually watched Go Lion.
Go Lion. Wow. That's like way more old school. This is probably inaccurate, but I feel like the first anime I saw might have been Akira.
Get in the
That
green
typically
smoke.
was everyone's
Seems
during
kinda-
that time frame.
Akira or Sailor Moon was your sort
Oh,
of entry
God.
points to the world of anime. Which is kind of a weird kind of choice. Here, Caden, get up on the roof. Why are you down there?
I am
I
on
can
the
top
roof.
that. My first one was Evangelion.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
God.
an interesting entry point into anime.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just don't like Evangelion. at
I
all.
understand that.
Yep, that's fine.
I think it's
not for
pretty
everyone.
good. I liked the movies they did that just sort of shorthanded the series, so you didn't have to see quite as much sort of wank and not so much of
Oh yeah,
Shinji
the
being
reboot movies are
a whiner.
fantastic.
The only beef I have is the liberal use of CG in them, and the fact that, well, without actually, I should probably watch the rest of them, but I was a little leery that they added a character who basically just looked like she was Glasses Moe,
Yeah, pretty much.
because it's like, yeah,
Well,
there's
there's a reason for that. There's the working theory is the
Whoa,
sequel
who's
to
that
reboot
going?
is actually a sequel.
weird.
That was weird.
But yeah, there's a bunch of. I was actually sort of raised on. We had a lot of anime on Laserdisc, which
Oh,
did not have
God.
subtitles.
I have so many LDs.
Oh man, LDs are great because they're like a precursor to DVDs, and so they had a lot of amazing features that you wouldn't have for VHS. It's like, wait, I can just pick a chapter and go right to it.
Yeah,
I don't have to
exactly.
rewind them. And the picture quality is like really good, and there's like subtitle angle options. It was really revolutionary. Like, for those of you who are not familiar with this, like totally outmoded medium, Laserdiscs were like LP-sized DVDs. Like they were the size of a dinner plate. And
were
they had half of
huge.
the movie on one side and half the movie on the other side. Now, the low rent players, you'd play one side, and then you would have to manually flip it over when you wanted to play the other side. The high tech ones, like the ones we had, it would stop in the middle of the movie and make this series of really spooky electronic sounds as the head moved from the top of the disc to the bottom and then restarted the movie. I'll never forget that noise. I can't describe it, but it was quite exciting.
My friend had
Can I get a bit of Dosh?
Pioneer DVL 909, which had it was actually a DVD/LD player,
Nice.
but it had the flip mechanism built into it.
No? Okay. Pistol it is.
Huddy huddy.
Huddy.
But yeah, I watched stuff like Bubblegum Crisis and like Dominion Tank Police.
See, I have. I had
Oh,
those. I
technically,
had
that means
Like
it's
all
what,
the Studio
2
Ghibli
years.
movies.
Tenchimuyo was the first one I ever actually owned on Laserdisc. I actually
I remember that
have.
shit.
I actually have the
Tenchimuyo.
complete Japanese Laserdisc collection of Tenchimuyo. It took me a while to gather it up, but I did actually find it.
It's pretty cool. My dad had a
Nice.
lot of really sweet movies on LD.
Well, the other part of keeping LDs was the fact that you had the wonderful artwork that came with it in these huge sleeves.
Oh yeah, because it's like LPs, there's tons of real estate on the cover for you to put logos, and so rather than having a small DVD box, you've got like this huge, amazing looking space for artwork, and then like plenty of
Ow.
information on the back about the movie and
Well, and all the
when it came out.
inserts and everything too.
Yeah, it's interesting how formats can have a lot of special stuff about it. I'm gonna blow up all these guys.
Well, it was one of the more interesting things for me coming from VHS, which was just the box, to Laserdisc, which had all these inserts and everything else, which made it kind of actually nice and collectible. And then you get to DVDs now, where it's just like, yeah, here's a disc. If you want the information, go online and get it yourself.
Well, now it's going to be, eventually it'll just be digital downloads.
Yeah.
And so, but really, I think it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's interesting, the sort of, like now archaic nature of these things. And, it's cool to be nostalgic about it. But, it's like, it's just different. And eventually people will probably be nostalgic about digital downloads when it becomes like, I don't know,
When it comes
A
Cloud
thick
ether.
Sony cable plugged right into your head.
Yes, plugged into your head. That's the next step.
I wouldn't actually trust any technology required me plugging it into the internet through my brain.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, I don't think people are gonna be down. I think
Yeah.
I feel that if technology gets to that point, there'll probably be a handful of people who are into it, and most people just like, no thanks.
Yeah.
I think my brain's where they're at.
I think it'll be just the same as like body modding. Like there's a bunch of people who are like super into it and all about that kind of thing, and then most people not into it.
Yep.
Or like, you know,
Like, I
some
mean,
people have an earring, and that's alright, but, you know, once you get into the, you know, tattooing and all that other junk, it'll probably
If
be
it's
the
like
same
something
thing.
like a Pip-Boy, you know, you can just have the internet on your wrist as like a computer or something. Sure. My brain?
I would do
No.
But that's even kind of inconvenient. I feel like that would be a downgrade from an iPod. Or
I
iPhone.
would love to own a Pip-Boy.
I'm sure you could just put
Well,
an
You can.
iPhone
There's-
into yeah.
Put it into a sleeve and put it on your arm.
but does the iPhone do everything that a Pip-Boy does? That's the question.
But I don't know. I don't think it can tell you
Oh.
what level you are.
I've seen some people modify the Android OS to actually.
I don't think
look
it can
like a
tell you how
Pip-Boy,
much
so-
radiation you've absorbed.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Or
radiation
people have-
and like you're checking out.
But like, I'm just talking about a wrist computer kind of thing. That's as
Yeah,
far
I
as I would
suppose
be
so.
going.
Well, who knows
I
what'll
feel like
happen
we have
next.
the
Maybe you'll get like
technology
a
for
ring
that
computer.
now, though.
Yeah, like in Zardoz, you get the ring pooter, where you just talk to it.
Oh,
The things in Mass Effect have the hologram
Yes.
wrist systems.
I like how we're saying like in Zardoz.
Yeah, it's so funny.
No, having like how they have in Mass Effect have the hologram wrist thing. I forgot what it's called.
The tool thing?
The Omni tool.
Isn't that just the sonic
That-
screwdriver?
Basically.
Essentially.
Ah, they're Russian.
I was like, wait, what? I thought you said it sounded like you said
No,
Russian.
no, they are rushing.
They're Russian?
Should have been more clear.
I grasped that after a second, but it's like, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what other stuff. Like I got the opportunity to see a lot of weird, sort of rare old stuff back in the day, and I managed to track down a lot of it. Like Future Boy Conan was a big favorite of mine. This is
Never seen that.
yeah, it's so good. It's
Wait,
this series
what?
from the 70s that Hayao Miyazaki did.
Really?
And
Wait,
it's,
what
ba-
series?
it's based off of this. Yeah, it's called Future Boy Conan,
Yes.
and it's this post-apocalyptic story about this young boy and his grandpa who are the only survivors on this island, and this girl washes up on shore, and she's from this far-off sort of industrial nation, and people from there come kidnap her, and then Conan, the young boy, goes to find her. And the show, it's just so charming and great, and all the characters are super memorable, and yeah, I love it. I love that show so
I heard you
much.
say Conan. The instant thing that went to my mind was Detective.
Detective?
I
don't know what that
You
is.
ever seen Detective Conan?
Oh,
Detective.
that is the series that's like 600 plus episodes now.
Case closed.
600 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds a little much.
It's
Once they get over 50,
Doesn't-
I stop watching.
Doesn't Dragon Ball have the longest running episode count?
no, actually
Like
that'd be
more than The Simpsons?
That'd be Doraemon.
Oh, Doraemon, really? It beats Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball beats The Simpsons?
Yes. It's ridiculous how much of Doraemon has been created. I mean, they're still making it now.
That's hilarious. I thought it would be something like One Piece,
No.
which
One
is
Piece.
apparently like a really, really big deal in Japan.
Is
When you
it?
look at like One Piece, Bleach, Dragon Ball, they're all in like the 300 to 400s at this point. Doraemon is just some ungodly number.
3 to 400.
Well, like 1,000?
Wow, I remember watching episode 50 of Bleach, and that's like around where I stopped.
Yeah, it's
Bleach.
ridiculous.
Industrial strength filler. My brother was sort of wading through that show, and that's almost the wording that he used to describe it. He was just like, he would sort of like sheepishly admit to me, it's like, yeah, I've been watching more Bleach, and I'm like, why do you do that to yourself, man?
I
I realized
watched.
all my favorite animes are like 23, well, actually 4 to like 27 episodes are like my favorite
Yeah.
animes.
Yeah, it's a good length. It gives you time to tell a story and then end it.
Yeah. Or you could take the budget from a 24 episode show and blow it in 12 and get something like FLCL.
Oh,
Or wait,
Furikuri.
Didn't they do
that's
it
what
in
I'm saying.
6?
Well, FLCL is 4.
That
That's why I
movie's
said 4.
awesome. Or that show
Furikuri
is
was 6.
sweet. Yeah,
Oh, is
6
it 6?
episodes. Yeah, they
Yeah, it was
they
six.
took the budget
Yeah.
from like a regular 24 episode series and blew it in 6 episodes, and it's amazing.
It is.
I'm a big fan of that.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched so much stuff, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending
It's
on how you look at it.
Unfortunately, you've watched lots of stuff. That just means you're worldly.
Maybe they're looking episodes of Case Closed.
What's that?
Don't know that one. We've been working our way through a series called Monster, which is really interesting. And it's not like most
Monster.
anime because it's this like crime murder drama set in the 90s in Germany.
Yep.
Oh, I
It's
know what you're talking
really
about. No,
interesting.
I didn't get past episode 2. I just didn't get interested into it.
Well, I mean, it's not for everybody because it's kind of
No,
dry,
I
but
know.
all the characters are amazing. And the writing is really good. And it's, yeah, we really liked it, but we just haven't gone through it because there's like a million episodes.
The last
I like
anime
one
I watched
really that hard
was-
for animes that like really leave for no reason.
was Baccano.
Like,
Have any of you guys
and,
seen that?
Another.
Ken?
What's that?
Have any of you seen Baccano? That was the last one I watched.
Yes, I have.
new.
Don't know that one.
That was actually a really good story because I like the fact of how the characters are laid
Yeah.
out.
I really like Baccano a lot, actually. It's 14 episodes or 16? I can't remember.
It's a 24.
Okay, yeah, that's my memory. There you go. It's still a short one, though.
It's, well, yeah, compared to some others, but I mean, to me, if an anime is between 13 and 26, it's going to be probably pretty good. I mean, there's some that are just blown ass.
Well, you can't really judge it just by its
Yeah.
length.
No,
I was gonna say, I feel like you gotta judge it by its quality.
well,
There's some
Oh, has it-
series that are super long and are just not good.
to me, an
Has it-
anime
I-
has quality. To me, is the artwork and the story and the music. If those three things go together, then you've got yourself a wonderful piece of art.
I would say the same thing, but like put story like first on the list.
Oh yeah. But it's one of
It's
those.
like-
It's one of those. You can only have 2 of 3. Which ones do you pick?
Story and artwork. And that. Whoa! What
I
just
tried
happened?
to watch
Why
one
am I
called
flying off
Aquarian
of a-
Evil, which tries to combine
Help.
slice of life high school crap with mechs and fails at both.
Which one was this?
That sounds like
Aquarian Evil.
As long as it's not
That sounds
Aquarian
like-
Age, that's okay.
are they related? Can somebody
No.
medic me?
No.
Yep, I'm on it.
We watched something called Aquarion when we
There's
just
two.
randomly
There's
turned on
a sequel
Netflix,
series
and we
Just
were
get
like,
on the
Aquarion.
healing grenades.
okay, yeah, we turned on Netflix and it's like, let's find some really shitty generic anime, and we put on Aquarion and our prayers were answered. It was just
That's that bad
it was
mech one,
hilarious.
isn't it?
Just how bad it was, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's that mech that
It's like-
combines 3 different ways or something.
It was just like,
Oh.
oh no, the Shadow Angels are invading. It's just like, are you kidding me? And it's like, oh, it was like anime by numbers. That's sort of how I felt. I still haven't actually watched the show, apart from the abridged series, but always got that impression from. Has anybody seen oh shit, what's it called? That one where this is gonna be hilarious. Okay, they're in high school and there's mechs, and one of them like dresses up as this guy in a purple suit and a like mask.
Code Geass?
Code Geass. That's
Code
the
Geass.
one. Okay. Geese?
Geese.
Okay. I always got the impression that was just like, let's use every single anime trope there is in one show.
Well, the
And
the
have they
rhyme
made
and logic
the
to that is
biggest
because it's done
factory?
by Clamp.
Oh, well, there you go. Because it's
They
like,
clamped the character designs.
Well, yeah, because if
okay.
if you've ever
Well,
watched
'cause it's like-
Magic Knight Re-Earth, there's your answer.
oh man.
Oh god, someone help me!
But that show just like stuck within a theme. It was like, it's some magical girls, right? This was just like, there's Max, and it's also a political thriller, and there's a magical girl, and they're all in high school. Also, he has a secret identity. It's just like, really?
It's everything.
Yeah, it-
Worst
I found it
is
kind of worked,
he's the most
though. I rather enjoyed that
unlikable
one.
character in existence.
I
He's the
really like the
fucking
abridged
douche.
series. Because I'm a jerk that way.
The
The
Luke
I hope
has a
Boogeyman
nickname
doesn't
called
watch
the
this
douche.
show, because he really likes Code Geass, or Geese.
I didn't mind Code Geass that much. What really was kind of odd was the small OVA they made, which was supposed to be Nunnally in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that.
It was basically a slideshow
Really?
with voiceover.
Oh, you mean like, kind of like what happened with
Like no animation?
Pretty much.
Gurren Lagann in episodes like 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Gurren
And
Lagann.
after the beginning of that show, they ran out of budget and then got more budget. But there's these couple. That show's great. I should
Yeah.
mention
I really
right
like
off the bat. But there's a couple episodes where they had no budget, and the animation quality just nosedives. And it's really funny
Yeah.
and quite unfortunate.
Yeah,
Feeling
oddly
it.
Flesh Pound. Oh, come on!
Why can't I
You
move?
just can't get a break.
Oh, I can't
God,
move
oh
at
God,
all.
oh god. Yep, no, I got.
Are we still alive somehow?
Somehow, magically.
Have you guys watched Steins Gate?
Yes.
I have no idea what that is.
Steins Gate is awesome. Basically,
Isn't it based
this
on a visual
mad-
novel or
this
something?
self-proclaimed mad scientist
Yes.
discovers how to time travel by accident.
I'd like to see one where they learn how to do something intentionally rather than it being a fortuitous mistake.
Well, no,
No, I-
was to make the gadget he was making was a microwave that could be turned on by phone, which inevitably led to travel.
That's silly.
It creates a
It's a really
butterfly
silly
effect, basically, is what they kind of go over.
Oh,
Huh.
the butter. They create so many butterfly effects.
It's actually a really well done anime.
It
it's
is. Oh, wow.
Have no.
the guy who wrote
Shit, as long as we're delving into
um,
the past.
the guy who actually wrote Steins Gate.
Uh,
Steins Gate wrote Chaos Head and Robotic Notes as well.
Robotic.
Robotic Notes is actually really quite good. It kind of goes over, as usual, high school drama. Go figure. But
Lol.
but they're
Oh, Gakuin anime.
but they're actually trying to join Robo One, which is an actual current day robotic event.
Huh.
Oh.
Except, of course, you know,
That
they
was
have,
interesting.
they have
Okay.
to throw more stuff in there that's not part of it. But you know, it's actually kind of good.
Seems fair. Okay, so speaking
Um,
of old school anime, Serial Experiments Lane.
Yes, excellent,
Oh,
I have yet
Oh
to see
yeah,
that.
excellent.
Which one? I have not
I
seen this.
actually have the old Genie on release of that,
it's
What's it
pretty
called?
which I
weird.
bought like months before
Serial
we announced Blu-rays.
Experiments Lane, Lain.
I have not.
I've never understood the title for that
I
one.
love the music for that. That was some of the best music when I listened to that.
It's got a real good soundtrack.
It's just a lot of guitar riffs.
Have you seen that show,
Incoming.
Duel?
Hey!
It's like the parody of Yvonne.
Oh crap. How? Oh jeez.
Healing.
I'm gonna blow up.
I got him. I killed him.
I need health.
We still have half health left.
I'm healing him. He's lower than that.
Somebody help me.
Oh,
Oh no, health. I'm at 1. Oh, there I go. There's some other stuff. I was really okay. My favorite kinds of anime. I mean, there's a lot of things, but I find that I really gravitate towards the film festival compilation things. So like Robot Carnival, Mani Mani, more recently Genius Party and Genius Party Beyond are all super good because it's like it's a sort of anime you would get in,
Oh my gosh.
and oh no.
gotta be
In any sort of festival that would be of very high quality. Did we TPK again?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not our night.
Well,
It really isn't.
Scrubs.
maybe
it's
it's
because it's
not
been like
meant
2
to be.
weeks.
We're rusty. We're gonna have to practice next time. Well, maybe we'll come back when we can actually hack it, and we'll talk about something again. But until next
What
time.
about whatever the fuck we feel like,
Yeah, pretty much.
essentially.
We hope you enjoyed watching us get exploded or set on fire or eaten alive.
Or
Go watch those
chainsawed.
animes. Go watch some anime. But
Indeed.
watch some good anime.